Christopher Bryant takes out the pole for today's Nuka Light Series race here. On his outside, it is Brandon Wood. We are here at Rockingham here in North Carolina. A very well-known track, a track that's tough to tame. And we'll have to see how these guys do here in today's race. And we are green. Good start for Bryant. Wood, not so much, as he's going to fall back here on the start. Wood's been having a much easier time with the IAS cars. He's been having a lot of, he had a lot of success with limited starts in the IAS this year, but lights hasn't gone so well for him. But thanks to those IAS runs, he will still be getting a ride next year. Team Thunder actually announced that Brandon Wood will be on their full-time lineup next year, so congratulations to Wood on that, and on successfully managing to make a return to the IAS. Now, one of the major headlines of this week is that Nika Playakov was injured after a wreck in last week's race at Pocono. Well, a couple weeks ago, but yeah, the last race at Pocono. In his place, we have Nick Norton. Nick Norton attempted the IAS Sony 400 earlier this season and made the race. Was rather slow, didn't finish the race either, but it seems he got picked up here by Red Bull. That Red Bull likes to have road ringers, and Norton is one such driver. He races an American GT. He has not been very quick this week, though. We only expect Norton to be in this car for one or two races. You know, Barker and Tang going 1-2 here for Petty Enterprises. Petty Enterprises, they said they've had some funding issues. You might not be seeing them run the rest of the entire season, so we'll have to see what happens to these guys. They're trying to get a good run here, though, and oh boy, are they getting it right now. And there's Swanson. He's a title contender. He needs a good run, though. Matt Duncan, he's an outside title contender. Yeah, let's check in on our championship contenders here. Our new championship leader, Nathan Dwyer, he's moved up into the points. His main rival, Ray Krager, is not too far back, but not in the points, and he is running some problems getting there as Mark Halber is getting in the way. Ray Krager currently runs in 23rd. He can get up there in the points. He needs to do it. Krager needs to get into the points here. It's important that Krager gets into the points because, yeah, he needs to catch up to his championship rival, Nathan Dwyer. I'm trying to think of any other major contenders here. McCain, I remember he was in the top 10. I don't think he's a major contender, though. He's not in the points. Alex May. Alex May's in 13th. He's doing a good job. He's ahead of Dwyer. Finn Guy's starting to get himself in the top contention, but he's having a bad run. Manson's right back here with Finn Guy. And it seems like that's all of them, it seems. As Barker continues to lead over Jackie Tang here, Swanson is in third. Swanson, the highest ranked of the title contenders. His teammate, of course, he is teammates of the 84 car, which is being driven by Nick Norton this week. Krager is in the points. Mark Versky up to 5th in the Nexus. No word on Versky coming back next season. In the Nexus. I was being very quiet there. Jay Barker here, though. He's going for his first career win. Love to see if he can pull it off. Versky challenging Bryant. I don't think Bryant's gonna try and hold him off here. As the caution flag is out, yellow lights. You can see them come on there on the backstretch. So the yellow flag is waving. We'll see what's happened here. Oh, it seems it's happened not too far ahead of Barker. It's Stacy Dutta in car number 2. And RJ Manson. Oh, that might have just killed his championship hopes right there. These last couple weeks have been absolutely terrible for Manson, and it seems that this is gonna get worse here. Here's a replay. Mary Cole is gonna hit the wall. Manson slides up too close and bounces off. Ends up flying down the front here, and before he can react, Sam Young goes down and bumps into him, and it triggers a big collision. Jeffrey Finguy gets involved. Sam Young basically just took out his teammate there. Good job. And there's Dutta and Mary Cole going around. But yeah, good job. You took out your teammate. Well, good job, Sam Young. You took out your teammates. Not to mention, Sam Young's season has been atrocious. He is the lowest ranked. He is last out of drivers who have run every race by a fair margin too, and he's not making things better for himself. He also almost took out his teammate and his sister and also teammate Catherine Young, but Young was right behind Finguy, but she pulled an amazing miss. An amazing miss there for the 5, and I think we need to take a look at this here. We're going to go on board with car number 5 here. Great driving by Young. She is the sister of IAS regular Dylan Young. Well, Sam Young is Dylan Young's brother as well, but Catherine's a lot better than Sam. So, but anyway, let's get back to live. Well, you can see Manson a lap down there. Finguy's already fallen out of the race. There are rumors that Finguy could be getting a drive next season in the IAS. We'll have to see. We've heard Dodge Motorsports is interested in him. Finguy, he raced in Season 1, driving for Young Motorsports, had a fairly solid season, but was not rehired by Young Motorsports. At least not for the IAS program. They bumped him down to their light. Young Motorsports kept him, but they bumped him down to their lights program, but at a cost. They bumped him down to their lights program. But Finguy looking to get an opportunity elsewhere in the IAS, and we've heard Dodge Motorsports is interested. You know, the Petties have broken off along with Paul Swanson in the 83. Swanson trying to get his second career win. He could really use it. He's fallen a bit behind the championship leader. As the caution's back out. Swanson not gonna be able to make him move this time. Bryant and Wood battling for a spot there. Looks like Bryant gets it. And oh no, Matt Duncan. Oh, this championship hope's not looking too good. Duncan came into this race really as an outside contender. Oh, that wasn't very smart. Well, Matt just kind of dug himself a bigger hole there. Matt just dug himself a bigger grave there. Yeah, that wasn't very smart. But anyway, tough break for him. Let's take a look at what happened. Oh boy, this is interesting. I think, well, Ray Krager's loving this. Mark Hulbert slides up into the 21. There's not a lot of grip up there. He can't really do anything. He gets into him and turns him around. And Matt Duncan just barely gets turned. Krager threads the needle, misses it. And, ooh, the 96 and the 70 are involved. And Matt originally doesn't get any more damage, but then he kind of, I don't really know what he does here. He jumps to the apron. There's zero grip on the apron, so he slides back up to the shrimp ingress, and that car just starts spewing out smoke. Really, he shouldn't have done that. But Ray Krager just, that move by Krager is going to really help him in the championship. Nathan Dwyer, though, is right behind him still. He's ranked behind him. He slid across the line in 17th. However, although that's a couple more cars behind Krager. Let's look at this, though. Krager comes across the line here. Nathan Dwyer got turned, but he dealt with it very well and slid across the line in 17th place. So he actually didn't lose that much ground. there's not a lot of damage on that car either, so things are still looking alright for Dwyer. Some fantastic car control. They'll turn it right back around, and again, he spins across the line in 17th place. So good driving by the Minnesota native. Mary Cole's out along with Matt Duncan. Trevor Germain fell out of the race under that caution. Valve problems there on the problems of valves forces the one team to drop out. This race has been a plethora of problems for the S3 so far. We don't know if Trevor Germain's ride could be in doubt for next season. Well, let's see what happens to him. That's Jesse Garcia in the 15. He's had an okay season. Holbert's had an okay season as well, like Mark Holbert in the 8. We don't know if they'll be back next season or not. Oh, there's Alex May. We've got the three major title contenders all smashed together here. Well, with Paul Swanson then pretty far ahead, as Manson is getting in the way. Now he slides up. He moves up now. Manson trying to be a good back marker. As Krager's got to deal with Nick Norton, American GT driver there. Krager's raced, like, that's a guy that Krager raced with in American GT, Nick Norton. So that's interesting to see those two back on the same racetrack, although they were also on the same racetrack in the Sony 400. Krager made that race as well. Although Norton passes Krager, causing problems there. He may fall out. There's a lot of cars in the inside line. He may fall out of the points here. That is not what he was looking for. But as we go back up to the front, Barker is still your leader. Swanson battling of second there of Mark Versky. Versky won earlier this season on the intermediate Kansas. Although that track is not very similar to this one. But Versky's good on the short tracks, and this track kind of has a short track mentality in the corners. You really got to be focused to get through this track quickly. Versky is a fast driver, but we'll have to see here. We'll have to see what he can do. He's trying to hold on for second. Can anyone catch Barker, though? The Canadian Paul Swanson, though, he's doing exactly what he needs in order to keep himself in the title hunt. A great run by the Canadian thus far, and yet Krager's fallen out of the points. Krager has had a bad last couple of laps there, and he can blame it all on Norton, who's starting to pick up the pace, having a good run. Last time by, he was up to 11th place. He could be looking at a top 10 here. And there you go, Norton's in the top 10. That is Paul Swanson's teammate, so I guess the Red Bulls are pretty good here. And there's Krager back there. Where is he running? Oh boy, he's in 24th. Krager trying to make up some ground. He really needs to do that. And he's only got 11 laps to do it. He's got to split the hectares. He's going to squeeze down low on Christian Bergman there in the CBM. Otto Bergman's going to hold him off. He's also got to worry about Catherine Young in the 5. Young getting very close to that 22. Krager is trying to hold on, but Catherine Young... Krager doing everything in his power to get back into the points. But Bergman just will not get out of the way. And that's a very tight spot for him. See Brandon Wood and Christopher Bryant having a good run. Although Bryant's falling back. Cavagnaro's up here. We've heard he recently got re-signed by Shelly Motorsports, although we still don't know if he'll be back next season because I have a feeling he's going to try and get himself an IES ride. And of course the rule is you can't race in both the IES and the Light Series, not full time at least. if you like come into the IES in like the middle of the season as like a fill-in, as a replacement, you will be allowed to run both series then. But you can't run full-time in 2 series. So Cabagnaro would have to drop out of lights, and that would probably disappoint team owner James Shelley. Nathan Dwyer up to 12th place though. He's trying to weaken the blow that Paul Swanson's gonna be putting on him. Gonna be giving to him. But where's Krager? Is he in the points? No, he's down in 22nd still. His car may be numbered 22nd, but he doesn't want to be down there. And oh boy, he's left dealing with Jesse Garcia here. And Krager is going to lose a spot. It's looking like Krager's not going to score. He just can't make enough progress. Whenever he starts making progress, someone else pushes him back. But here's Nick. Oh boy, Swanson's falling back now, and here comes Nick Norton. Norton's coming. Brett Simmons working his way forward. Impressive run for the Texan there. And there's his teammate. So Swanson now down to 8th. That's the last thing he wanted, and he is still falling back. And he just got passed by his teammate. So Nick Norton turned around what seems like a pretty poor run and is actually doing a great job here. So great run by the Wyoming native. He's actually from the same town as Christopher Bryant here. He's from Buffalo. Like Buffalo, Wyoming. So yeah, so both of those have a home race at Buffalo Downs. They actually live not too far away from that track. Oh, Versky's taking the lead. 2 laps to go. Versky could be looking at Nexus Motorsports' first win and Versky's own second win of the season. Let's see how he deals with RJ Manson here, as he's coming off of 4 to take the white flag. Barker's coming, but I don't think he's got enough time. Yeah, I think Barker's going to come up just shy here. He's going to try it, but Versky holding his line, and up foul corner, Mark Versky will get Nexus Motorsports their first win, and he'll get his second win of the season here at Rockingham. Barker finishes second. He's so very close. I think he got the most laps led bonus, so at least he got that. Third is Brandon Wood. Good run for him. 4th is Alan Cabagnaro. 5th is Mark Halbert. 6th, Brett Simmons. 7th, Jackie Tang. 8th, Paul Swanson. 9th, Nick Norton. And 10th is Nathan Dwyer. Ray Krager finishes 31st. Wow, that was an awful last couple laps for him. Krager not going to score points here. And that is the last thing he wanted. So Krager's title hope starting to look a little bleak as Nathan Dwyer is starting to break away. But that is it for today. Be sure to stick around tomorrow for the IS race at the decrepit Coca-Cola Super Speedway in Massachusetts.